Today we have a special guest, Anita Campbell. She's a small business owner and is editor of the publication A Consumer's Guide to Buying a Franchise. She's going to talk about something that's been in the news lately, the pay-it-forward system. Good morning, Anita.
Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, all. Let me begin with a story. 7 a.m. on a Wednesday, a woman pulled up to the drive-thru of a Starbucks franchise in St. Petersburg, Florida, and asked to pay for the order of the person behind her. It wasn't much. Maybe the sum totaled around $10. Over the next 11 hours, nearly 400 people who ordered at the window had their order prepaid by the person preceding them. Finally, at 6 p.m. that evening, the person working the drive-thru window asked a woman if she'd like to continue the chain by paying for the person behind her. She said no. But think about this. 400 normal, rational people continued to pay it forward until one person, who most likely didn't understand the concept, stopped, and the chain collapsed. The pay-it-forward system is when you respond to a person's good deed by doing a good deed for someone else. There are lots of people who are paying it forward in big and small ways. Have you heard of any?
I heard about a boy who noticed a car was just about to receive a ticket. He asked his mom if he could drop some coins in the parking meter. It saved someone a $79 fine.
That's a good example. Others?
What about Warren Buffett?
Well, he's one of the world's wealthiest people. What about him?
I read he's donating almost 90% of his billions to charity. Wait, I have a quote of his somewhere. He says, "The way I see it is that my money represents an enormous number of claim checks on society. It's like I have these little pieces of paper that I can turn into consumption. I don't use very many of those claim checks. There's nothing material I want very much, and I'm going to give virtually all of those claim checks to charity when my wife and I die."
I heard about a guy in California. He had a friend who donated her kidney to another friend. Then he decided he'd call a hospital in his town to ask if he could do the same thing. So he donated his kidney to a man in New Jersey. The man's niece had wanted to give him her kidney, but their blood types were different, so she decided to donate her kidney to a patient in Wisconsin. Then this patient's friend donated his kidney to a patient in Pennsylvania.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. I read that by the time the kidney donor chain ended, 30 patients in 17 hospitals spread over 11 states had received kidneys.
Wow, that's incredible. And did you hear about that pizzeria in Philadelphia? You can buy a slice for $1 and you get a Post-it note. Then, the Post-it note goes on a bulletin board in the shop. When someone comes in, that person can pay for his pizza with one of the Post-its. I heard that over 10,000 needy people have been fed.
These are all wonderful examples of paying it forward. Now, consider this. If consumers can do this, why can't we, as small business owners, pay it forward too? Look here at the screen. Here are 4 tips to get you started. 1. Think about giving when you acquire your franchise or small business. Making giving a priority when you start your company is a great idea. That will spark a cycle of benefits for you and your team. 2. Improve your community. When you improve the neighborhood around you, it's an opportunity to improve the lives of your employees too. 3. Remember your roots. My family and ethnicity are a part of who I am. Like your parents, my parents sacrificed to put me through college. I can never pay them back adequately. But to honor them, I find ways to give back to organizations from my home country. For example, offering grants for college tuition. Don't let the chance to say thank you slip by. 4. Definitely involve your team. Getting your employees involved is crucial for boosting morale. Gather your team to prepare or serve a meal, hold a food drive, or donate used clothes. Let me finish by saying this unrestrained generosity continues day in and day out. Any random act of kindness can cause a positive ripple effect, restoring our faith in the love and compassion of humans. Giving back is maybe the most important part of business success. To me, that's what getting the job done really means. Thanks for inviting me today.